Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the secret handshake of big business. And this time we've got a filing that has got us raising an eyebrow or two, because sometimes the biggest news isn't what is there, but what is not. And we're diving into Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Inc. FAFA latest report to see what is really going on behind the flashy EV headlines. Alright, before we dive in, if you like getting the real scoop on corporate filings and want to decode what these documents truly mean, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. We also have a fantastic Discord channel linked in the description below where we break down these filings together. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8K filing from Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated. Think of an 8K as a company's way of saying, hey, something important just happened and you, the public, need to know about it right away. This isn't your typical deep dive into quarterly financials. Instead, it is more like an urgent bulletin. The main story in this particular filing is a significant change that happened on the 10th of December 2025. The company's audit committee decided to part ways with their independent accounting firm Machias, Gini and O'Connell LLP or MGO. Now this is a big deal. Your independent auditor is like the company's financial doctor, and when you change doctors, it often raises questions. The filing mentions that MGO's report for the 2024 fiscal year, while not having any major red flags like an adverse opinion or a disclaimer, it did include a very important note. It flagged substantial doubt about the company's ability to continue as a going concern. Now that is a polite way of saying the auditors are worried the company might not be able to stay in business if things don't improve. This is often a sign of financial stress. What is interesting is that the filing emphasizes there were no disagreements between the company and MGO on accounting principles or practices. This means the change likely wasn't due to a fight over how to report numbers, but perhaps something else entirely. Maybe the company felt they needed a fresh perspective or a firm with a different specialization. So who is the new doctor in town? The company has brought in HTL International LLC to take over. They also make sure to state that they did not consult with HTL on any major accounting or auditing issues before this appointment. This suggests HTL is coming in with a clean slate and no prior involvement in any potential past issues. Now let's touch upon what the company has listed for trading. They have Class A common stock trading under the ticker FA and redeemable warrants under FA, both on the Nasdaq stock market LLC. The common stock has a very small par value of just $0.0001 per S-share. This is common for many companies, but doesn't tell us much about the actual value. The warrants are interesting though. They give holders the right to buy shares of common stock at a fixed price of $11.5 per S-share. So if FA stock goes significantly above $11.5, these warrants become valuable. Traders will be watching that stock price very closely. One detail here is that Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated is indeed an emerging growth company. This means they get to follow some lighter regulatory rules compared to larger, more established companies. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for new or revised financial accounting standards. This tells us they're aiming to keep up with the latest accounting rules. The filing also lists exhibits. Exhibit 16.1 is the letter from MGO stating their agreement or disagreement with the company's disclosures about the change. This is usually a key document to see if the auditors are fully on board with the company's narrative. The other important exhibit, 104, is the cover page interactive data file, which basically means the filing is in a format that computers can easily read and analyze. And finally, the report is signed by Koti Mecca, the Chief Financial Officer, dated the 12th of December 2025. This signature confirms that the company's leadership is aware of and responsible for the information in this filing. So what does all of this mean for Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Incorporated? The change in auditors, especially after a note about substantial doubt about going concern, is a significant event. It signals a potential period of financial scrutiny and strategy re-evaluation. Investors will be looking very closely at the new auditor HTL International LLC's future reports. The company is signaling a transition, and the market is going to be watching very closely to see if this new accounting partnership leads to improved financial stability and clearer disclosures. The key takeaway here is that while this 8K doesn't give us a deep financial snapshot, it highlights a critical change in the company's oversight. The question now is whether this change in auditors is a step towards strengthening the company's financial reporting, and ultimately its long-term viability, or if it is a sign of deeper underlying issues. Keep an eye on their future filings to see how this plays out. Alright, that is our quick decode of this Form 8. Okay, what is your take on this auditor change and what it could mean for FFI? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate insights. Don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.